is talking about.
It's not racist when a cop calls you the N-word. If you think that's clickbait, it's not. It actually paraphrases the official New York Police Department's training manual. An official investigation into complaints of biased policing against NYPD's officers reveals, among other things, that the outfit doesn't consider cops using racial slurs as evidence of bias, that the vast majority of people who accuse NYPD officers of racial profiling and bias are black, and the almost unbelievable fact that the NYPD has never, ever disciplined an officer for racial profiling and bias policing. In October 2014, the NYPD began a bias-based profiling initiative that tracked and investigated complaints of racial profiling and police bias after a federal judge ruled that the city's stop and frisk policy violated the 4th and 14th Amendments of the Constitution because they disproportionately targeted Black and Latino citizens. The court order demanded that the NYPD began tracking and investigating civilian complaints related to racial profiling and other allegations of bias. Prior to that, the department did not even track complaints. Did y'all hear what I said? I said prior to that, the department didn't even track complaints. You know this has to be the most inefficient, raggedy police department on the planet. What kind of police department don't track complaints? That don't even make sense. People track complaints at the local swimming pool, the community swimming pool. You track complaints at Subway. You got a whole police department that's responsible for so-called securing the community, and you don't track complaints? This is why things are so bad, y'all. This is why you also have a number of citizens who have had enough. And they take it out, oftentimes, on other citizens. Sometimes they take it out on cops. Because everybody just can't accept the fact that there is one set of rules for police officers and another set of rules for citizens. When the police break the law, they should be held at a high standard because, after all, they took an oath to protect and serve. When they break that oath, it should be very, very harsh penalties attached to any type of retribution, to any type of reprimanding. They got to get it, man. But they're getting off because their superiors, many of their superiors, are wicked, evil, criminals. So leadership starts at the top and it trickles to the bottom. And that's what you have. You have the bottom feeders of the police department going out doing the work, doing the dirty work for the upper brass. That's what's happening. They're not being held accountable. This is why it's so out of control. And it's only going to get worse. But it's like they're trying to get it to a point to where the citizens finally realize, okay, it's us against them. We got to do what they're doing. It's like they really want, it's like that's what they really want, because it's only a matter of time before something like that happens. They're going to trigger some type of major unrest. And it's really going to be an us against them, the way many officers already think anyway. See, they already got the memo. They already know it's a war. The police are already against the citizens. How does that even make sense? How do we let these people get that far gone? Well, we're still paying. It should be mass. Like everybody should like band together and say, man, we ain't paying nothing else. We're not paying one more salary until they get their act together. But that's the way it is. Remember when Trump was talking about Mexico bringing in their worst? That's how I look at the police departments. When they send their police officers in America, they're not sending their best. They're not sending you. They're sending people who are bringing problems to America. They're sending drug dealers, rapists, killers, thugs, abusers, racists, bigots. They're sending their worst. Something got to give. It's sad that we have actually reached a point in society here in America that the citizens fear the police more than they fear common criminals. Not being held accountable has always emboldened cowards. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?
Yeah.